How strong is a woman's intuition? I wonder, is this like a survival technique or is it really as strong as we've been told? Well, I have the perfect clip where we're going to learn this because this is something that I wonder about. Now, before we get into this clip, I want you guys to make sure to comment under this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Now, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so let's go ahead and get into it.
All right, y'all, so I seen a man say, ladies, why does our sense of discernment always tell us when a man is being unfaithful, but it never tells us when a man is unhappy?
I can answer that, but let me let her finish. Hold on.
And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of made sense. We don't be seeing. It made sense. We don't be seeing that shit coming. But we can tell when that mofo is cheating. Ladies, do you want to answer this in the comments? 'Cause I want.
Don't see it coming. See, this lets me know that this is actually more of a survival technique because her not being able to see it coming means that her intuition isn't very strong. Now, this is what I mean. And I don't mean that she doesn't have a strong intuition about certain things. But what I'm saying is it's not as strong as I once thought it was. Now, here's exactly what I mean. If the guy is unhappy, why can't she see that? Well, maybe because she just don't give a damn. Right? She don't care about how this man feels or what this man is going through, which usually spills disaster for you. As a man who's been married and divorced and in relationships, I can tell you this is a spot you really don't want to be in because she is going to make sure that you care about how she feels, because if she doesn't feel good or if she doesn't feel right or if you don't make her feel all warm and gushy inside, guess what? You are not getting any of the gushy. This also tells me that she's actually ignoring you because she's found a way to elongate the next time you actually get intimacy from her, which again makes relationships suck because there's women out here who throwing that thing around, and I mean they throwing it around, right? That's why we have statements like pump and dump, enjoy your turn, I hope you enjoyed your turn. We have statements like that because women are throwing it around to the guys that they are actually interested in. The guys that they lose interest in or that they don't have an interest in, those guys have to work the hardest. So that's
just
why
being a good man isn't enough.
So that's why they can't see that the guy is unhappy, because she's so used to a certain treatment that it doesn't affect her until cheating is involved. Now, the reason why she cares or she can start to see things change is because if you bust 2 off or 3 off, it's going to be extremely difficult to bust that 3rd or bust that 4th one off. In fact, what usually happens is your desire, your arousal actually goes away because now you have to regain your strength. You have to regain your arousal. You have to allow man juice to actually build back up. The reason why cheating is so important, and this is why I said this is more of a survival technique, is because what happens is when that woman realizes that you are the man who can go out and get other women, that means other women are interested in you. So now she has to re-engage herself, or she can possibly be replaced, which means she doesn't have the golden box. She doesn't have the golden vag. Now, a lot of women think that they have the golden vag, not realizing that there is a woman who's probably doing way more than she is in the bedroom. And I can tell you there is a difference. There are women who don't just lay there. There are women who actually get engaged and actually have fun. So when women feel like they're doing you a favor by turning over or just letting you just, do what you do with no intimacy, with nothing, with no without that proper exchange of energy, like you know what I'm saying, like that energy that just makes you feel good, right? Now she realizes that another woman could actually be doing that, which means now she's gonna have to start over in dating, which the majority of women these days don't really care about. But if you are the man, or you are a man that she knows that she needs in her life, or she knows that you're hard to replace, now you have something to actually deal with, and that's her messed up ass attitude. Women pay attention to the things that are important to them, and the things that are important to them is actually them. Now, I'm not saying that they don't care about you, but what I'm saying is they care about themselves more. Now, this is why it's important for your confidence to build up, because it's easy for your confidence to drop once you got with a woman, because you knew how hard you had to work to get her. You know what you had to deal with in dealing with this woman every single month, every single menstrual cycle. You know exactly what you had to deal with. You know exactly had to deal with. You know exactly the type of temperament, the type of attitude, the type of constant switching of emotions. You know what all of that felt like. And for you to deal with it, it's like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. I invested all this in you just to get this kind of return. So this is why fellas have to rebuild that confidence back up, because a lot of times you're going to figure out that it's not you. It was actually her and her selfish ways. Now, fellas, work on your mind, your body, and your finances. Those things are super important, whether you're in a relationship or not, because every woman is attracted to a man who has a lot of money. We know this. But what I'm saying is invest in things that give you a return. That way you get to a point to where you're not working as much, or you don't have to work at all. That's actually the goal, or my goal. Next is exercise. Now that you're working on your actual physical self, you're going to look better, which means you're going to be more attractive. What's more important than that is actually being healthy, being flexible, being mobile, right? Being able to move around under your own power. So what I say is meditate. When you meditate, now you can actually heal yourself. You can become more of a visionary. You can use your imagination much better to build, create, and actually get things to happen. Adapt to dating, fellas, because what I learned from this video is that woman's intuition is not as strong as I think it is. What's actually happening is she's realizing that you don't care as much, that your attention is actually going elsewhere. Now, attention is the thing that women will thirst trap for. So I want you to understand how important your attention is to her. This was something that I didn't realize when I was married and in relationships, but now that I understand it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. You want that much attention from me to where I can't get anything done? Now, in her mind, she's going to think that you can get things done while giving her a crazy amount of attention. Now, some women need way more than others, but with social media, now it's like they're in a constant competition for attention, just like men are in a constant competition to get their next piece, right? Or to, knock down the next woman. But with all of this being said, I have a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.